Ms. Rachel Gerber, who's a healthcare policy specialist, and she's going to speak about this. So I would just request, before she comes on the dais, I request Ms. Shreya to come and give her a bouquet of flowers. Ms. Shreya, are you here? Along with her, please, Dhruv Gupta from DME. Both of you come and jointly give it. Both jointly. Our next session speakers are also here. Pragya ji, Tarun ji, and Chairperson National Commission for Women. We welcome you, but that's the next session. And just, please, thank you.
Can you all hear me clearly? Good afternoon, one and all. I humbly thank the Human Rights Defence International leadership team, and in particularly the President and of course the Secretary General Rajesh Bhokna, who is known to me. I know a lot of hard work, late nights, a lot of weekends has been ploughed into this symposium. So the fact that you are standing here today, that you are with us today, so much effort has gone into it. For that I humbly say thank you for including me. I am proud to be with them today for HDRI. So I thank you for the opportunity, and it's wonderful to see such young people with us today. So my focus is slightly different. I come from a communication law background, but I didn't focus on that in my career. India has become my home almost for the last 7 years permanently, but I've been coming for almost 2 decades. So now I'm really in this past 2 odd decades that I've been involved in gender advocacy programs here in India, and mostly in the field of healthcare, immunization, education. Can everyone at the back hear me? Because there's a lot of discussion happening at the back. If you can't hear me, let me know. You can come and join us in the front. Okay, so in the advocacy programs that I've been involved in for almost 20 years, and this includes all permutations. This is, for example, you might have heard of the program Main Kuch Bhi Kar Sakti Ho that was on TV, and specifically it was the creation of how do we get people to understand what the reproductive contraceptive options are. So when you spoke about the Mirena, there are actually 5. There's a basket of options available to women that are not as intrusive as what's happening, but the patient education hasn't been done. So it was my task to come up with a communication proposal within a legal framework. How do you reach those people effectively, right? So there I do advocacy and not always activism. And I'm actually going to talk about the difference between those two. But in all the 20 years that I've actually been involved in this, there's one quote that has really struck me in the heart, and I actually brought that into my title of my talk today. And I'm going to read it to do justice to it. I'm going to make sure that I read it, that it's proper, and please hear me out. I have found that this is relevant not only in India. I've worked in South America and in Africa as well. This is relevant everywhere. The mental condition of the Indian society today has led to women having a very high threshold of patience and silence. The health of women is not a priority in our country. No one wants to invest in women's health. It works both ways though, because most of the time women also keep silent about their health. They keep silent because of the background, because of where they come, because of poverty, because of urgency, and because of survival. That is where the silence comes in. That quote really struck me in my heart. So recently a study was concluded by AIMS, the International Statistics Institute, the Prime Minister's Economic Advisory Council, and Harvard University that revealed that gender-based discrimination is having a negative impact on women's health in India. Of all the women that actually came to be tested or came to AIMS, only 37% had access to health care. 67% of men had access to the same health care. So the discrimination is really permeating right throughout to the bottom level. The statistics of the study is readily available, and I can get them to you, but suffice to say, and this is what Shamika Ravi, also a healthcare activist, and she was part of the study, said, this is a story of gross neglect of women's health across India. And this kind of study has proved, not 20 years ago, but in 2019, that the discrimination of healthcare is evident in for women. And I hasten to add something, that women's health seems to be secondary to the economy. It seems to be secondary to good labor practices, and in many cases to religious practices. A very dear mentor of mine, Justice Edwin Cameron, if you haven't heard of him, he is known for his outspoken activism on gay rights and HIV/AIDS. He's also on the Constitutional Court in South Africa. The same thing that happened in Maharashtra also happened in South Africa. And that was also in the sugar fields. And one of the things that he said is stigma. He says the biggest problem is stigma. Stigma, stigma. Stigma remains a barrier to prevention. It remains a barrier to people to access treatment. Stigma in a heavy patriarchal society is very real. So stigma, in my experience and what I have seen over the last 20 years here, is that it erodes dignity. It erodes the humanity in all of us. So those who perpetuate this kind of discrimination and those who bear the brunt. The challenges are overwhelming, yes. Much has been done by many. And if I look at the speakers today on the dais, and many of you that are sitting here have been instrumental in helping to change the laws of this country. And these are the heroes of the day. But we still have a long way to go. I have concluded almost 42 health camps across India, and in the poorest of the poor villages. And most of it was screenings, health screenings, to see what access do they have to proper health care. How are they involved in the formalization of doctor-patient? And the women were always relegated to the back of the room. So there was over 20,000 patients that I have been involved in terms of screening. There was one program that we did on thyroidism. And one of the issues was that women did not get access, pregnant women in their first trimester, did not get access to any treatment or any checkup with regards to thyroidism. Now, if you don't get checked in the first 3 months of your pregnancy, if you have thyroidism or not, the child is likely to be retarded. Brain development slows down. The government wasn't interested in having that because it was a cost. So we said, okay, why don't we do a test and do research? What is the incidence of women suffering from thyroidism in India? And we were told at the Delhi Secretariat, it won't be more than double digits. It's not necessary to do it. Don't worry, it's going to be. We said, no, let's do that research. Why? Because evidence-based data speaks louder than perceptions, correct? We took 1,000 women, we went to Allan Janney Hospital, I stayed there for 4 weeks. We tested 1,000, plus we got women from Kasturba Gandhi. And it came out that 14.2% of those women that were pregnant suffered from thyroidism. We could then take that evidence, turn it into a white paper, go back to the Delhi Secretariat and say, here is your evidence. From there, we tested 19 hospitals in different regions in the country. And we took that evidence and we eventually took it to Parliament. And now, after 5 years of hard work, when a pregnant woman goes to a government hospital, they will get a thyroid test for free. So that is something small, but it's a victory nonetheless. So, you know, it was a team effort, but it wasn't turned around so quickly. So to hasten, because I know that our time is short, how can we employ the principles of advocacy and sound strategic public relations, influencer marketing to our environment within the legal framework? I hasten because I know there's a lot of people here. So our advocacy strategies, and now one of the things that I mentioned in my talk was how do we turn the tide? How do we get people to understand this is happening? And understanding that advocacy is one thing, to try and change people's minds, versus activism, which is sometimes seen as demonstration, as overly demonstrative without any facts. Those two need to be in sync. So if you haven't done the proper planning, you haven't got the right legal framework, and you don't have a program that is focused on the real decision makers, it's not going to move the needle. You need to move that needle. So one thing, here's a couple of tips. Number one, and I think because we have students here, it's important to inculcate this in your life, even as a law student or any student. There is no quick fix. There's also no, what I wanted to say is that it takes generations to heal a wound that is still being inflicted. It's still happening. And in fact, if it's happening in Peru, it's happening in South Africa, it's happening in India. Let's move that needle. But remember, there's no quick fix. It takes time. So I've just said there's no quick fix, but there's also no one hero. So if you think you're going to go into it for the glory of it, forget about it. There's no one hero. It's a team effort. It's your legal advisor. It's your creative person. It's the person that is within the pharmaceutical industry, maybe that can give you some funding, that can help you to move things along. Look at everything. I like what Charu had said. There's not just one story. Look at it from a 360 degree. Don't forget that communication, media relations, good government relations, and getting out on the ground and getting your hands dirty, so to speak, to understand what the communities need is necessary. So be ruthless in your conviction. So in my company, for example, we don't take any companies that work in tobacco or alcohol, defense, or a host of or a political party. Be very careful who you stand for, which clients you take. Now to wrap up very quickly, I just wanted to say your energy in this room, your vision, your advocacy and your commitment to the cause of defending and protecting human rights will ensure a meaningful future to those marginalized in society. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. I think it's very sad, but the same story is repeating itself, that women's health is not a priority. Women are not a priority, and they are second in power. On a heartening note, what you said, teamwork is required, and that is why HRDI is here, and we have this galaxy of speakers, all experts, all constitutional authorities who are going to address, and we hope to come out with some concrete solutions. So thank you very much. I want the audience to give us